Before we get this video started, I want to apologize to Cruiser Mac for leaving his live stream early. He's been streaming live on Sundays. Make sure you catch him. I had to run over to the plumbing dumpster and get a few things. Yeah, just a couple of things. So, I'm going to go get mine, believe that. So we got this all last night. I'll throw a little clip in. It's off my phone, so it'll be a little bit crappy, but whatever. It's a clip, right? Show you where I got it from. Right on the side of the dumpster. They left it laying out for me. Those are awesome guys, man. Alright, well, just on the Cruiser Max show, it's like I gotta run to the dumpster. It's Sunday. But they left me. Sorry I didn't bring my camera. But they left me all that stuff there. I already put 2 pieces in the truck. And I guarantee you, there's a pan right there, that's aluminum. I guarantee you there's more. So let me rummage through this, and tomorrow I'll show you what we got in the morning. How are y'all? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to separate some stuff. Just a few things. Clean some stuff up. Make it worth more money. And get some copper out of those big motors right there. So stick around. Let's see how we do. These guys here where I go, they're in the same category. Die cast, zinc, whatever they want to categorize them as. I know to separate them. Everybody calls everything different, you know. It is what it is. Faucet tops. I'm actually probably going to save most of this stuff because it's simple to melt. Make a few ingots or something. Yeah, that's a piece of cast. I got a little bit of brass on. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's top of the pressure valve. Release valve. Yep, just chuck them in that bucket there. I'll even throw this thick piece of cast in there, I believe. You know what? I'm going to save it to the side. We got something for that. Yeah, let's clean up this brass valve here. Pop the plastic caps off. Pop the handles off if you can get them. If not, you got to cut them. Because it needs to be clean. This is ferrous, this is non-ferrous. I'd say check your bolts, but 9 times out of 10 on a valve like this, it's going to be steel. 10 times out of 10 actually. There's a lot of pressure in that. That's why there's a double on it. Maybe not on this one. Yeah, golly. Gotta show you how I do it, and it tries to fight me. It's like a friend you always have. Always got something on you. Let's try it again. Goodness, that thing's on there, y'all. I haven't been feeling the greatest, so it's probably just me. Got that off of there. And that one. There's 2 bolts right here. Those are definitely steel bolts. See if we can get them off right now. Maybe not. Oh, I'm so damn weak. Yeah. You know, clean it up as good as you can. You want the best value out of this. Which reminds me, I gotta check that tag. Yeah, I'm not going to tap those 2 out. They're not going to dock me on that. But if I was melting it, you know, I'd take that stuff off for sure. For sure. Flip it around here. Looks like a setting lock on the back of this. Yay, we got somewhere today. It's More than I did yesterday, I can tell you that for a fact. Take that bolt, throw it up there, get rid of the spring, and if you can get the plastic out, do it, but my yard don't dock me for all that. I'll still pop the centerpiece out and see what happens. Maybe, if I feel like it. When it's done beating me up, I'd say. Where's my screwdrivers at? We got screwdrivers and tools everywhere. I'm sure a lot of us are like that, you know. Get out of there. There you have it, just like that. Get that one out because it's got a spring in it. One more piece in there. Now that's, you know, that's not 100% clean. Really, you need to tap those out, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not melting this. I am not melting it. If I was melting it, that'd be a different story. But not today. That's actually a fairly heavy piece of brass right there. So we got to do this side. Just like that, and pop that plastic out of there. That's number 2 piece on that. Brass, 2 piece. Don't put it back together. I mean, let them look in there and see that you did as much as you did. You know, that's courtesy. Scrapyard courtesy. I got someone hit me on Messenger. Let me start filling these buckets up. Alright. We're back. We're back. Let's get some of this brass up that we ain't gonna mess with. I'm not gonna mess with that little plastic piece. That's a nice chunk. Nice cap right there. Couple of bolts. Let's just ignore the messenger because someone asking for a computer that ain't gonna show up, I'm sure of it. I'm not gonna mess with that plastic piece. That ain't nothing. That's pretty right there. I'd have to take that top off. That'll go in the die-cast zinc bucket. I'm going to take that valve out. It's obviously plastic. Just like this one. That's good to go. That's a pretty piece. It's got stuff in it, but it ain't, you know, nothing too bad. A lot of scrap yards don't even get their scrap this clean anymore with the prices the way they are. You know, people are just taking them in and saying, here you go, and taking their good little pennies and rolling out. Now this piece has some nickel coated in there, but that's yellow brass, man. Just like this. This goes to my yard as yellow brass. We don't have a category nickel coated brass. We don't have that. I mean, if it paid more, and I knew where there was a yard around me, which there ain't, that pays more, I'd take this all to them because I get a lot of these. So these go directly in. Make sure they, yeah, they still got a dowel in there, but I ain't gonna trip on that. It's pretty. Bucket's getting fuller and fuller as we speak. Nice. That was a nice end cap too. Brass. Alright. Now we're getting some room here. Let me take one of these apart. See if this will fit in there. Yep. Perfect. This is the simplest thing to do right here. Clean up your stuff and get paid more. I mean, you want more money for it, clean it up a little bit. It ain't hard. You know what I'm saying? It only takes a second. Clean. Clean. I mean, some places might want you to pop the gasket out. Some don't. Some, you know, yards are yards, man. Know what your yard likes. That's the moral of the story today. Well, I'm just going to throw mine in there because I know what my dudes like. They see me roll up and they're like, he's good to go. Let's run him through. And I tell them, you know, a couple pieces in there got plastic. They're like, we're not worried about the smalls. And when he told me that, I was like, all right, I got you covered, man. I'll leave the the gasket in there, etc., etc. That gasket came out, so now they ain't got to worry about that. You get what I'm saying? I left my tool out in the rain. Just like that. Nice and clean. Ain't hard to up the value of your scrap. I do have some dirty brass that I'm not going to mess with. That piece, I'm not messing with that piece, man. Copper brass, that's going to go in dirty brass. Just like these tops off the hot water, on the hot water valves, the hot water heaters, that's going to go in dirty brass. Just like it is. We'll get all that here in a minute. I doubt I can turn this one by hand. Nope, not today. Let me get all reorganized here. We'll get some of this copper in a bucket too, alright? Alright. Just to make some room on my truck workbench, I'm going to separate this number one. Yeah, let's get this stuff out the way. Alright, this goes number one as well. I'll cut that, put that number two, and I'll take my little piece of number one. Pull these plastic pieces out. Number one copper. That's what this is going to be right here. I'm going to cut this brass off. I might just throw this in the number two bucket and that in the number two bucket. Take my brass, and it's going to be a piece of number one as well. It's automatically a piece of number two. I hope y'all know that. There's so much solder. It's capped together. It's got crap on it. There's no... I'm not making that number one. It's not going to happen. I'll tell you that right now. This piece of pipe here, I'll separate it. I'll cut it here. Make the whole length number one until we get up here to the solder joint. And I'll cut it right there. I'll cut it here again. And that'll be another piece of number one. Two pieces of number one coming off that piece. And it'll be decent, you know. We're going to get the best value we can out of the scrap. Hang tight. Alright, let's clean this faucet up. Yeah, it's a mower. Allen wrench. Phillips, I'm sure. Oh, it's just screwed in there. Sweet. Right, take the top off and the rest come apart. I like these ones. Let me snip these off real quick. Set it down. Put a little weight on it. Move it in a little bit. Just pop it like it's hot. Another piece of brass for the brass bucket. Sweet, huh? We like that brass bucket to build up. There again. Just like that. Yeah, I'm rough on tools. Another piece of brass. Word up. Let's see if I can find these Allen wrenches over here. Oh, there they are. That was easy. That never happens. Be looking for tools all day. Probably this one. See if I got lucky. Yep. No, next one up, dummy. It happens. Nobody's perfect. Maybe. Oh, it's an off size. Huh. What do I want to do about that? I think we might just knock this off. Let's see if I can get this one luckily. I might put something in there too. Show you a trick I learned. My luck, I'll start showing you the trick I learned and it won't work. Haha, it's hilarious. It's usually how it works. You gotta get a piece of rubber glove or something. Alright, well, I couldn't find what I was looking for as usual. Put some stuff down in there. It could be cloth, preferably like a balloon or something. Fold it over. Put your Allen wrench in there and you turn. If you can't get it then, just whack it off. It's only die cast. It's only die cast. So, there you have that. And you got your awesome piece of plastic. You don't know how we like that stuff. But you win some, you lose some, you know. And I'm probably going to have to figure out a way to hold this still. Nah. Really? Just going to spin on me, are you, because I broke it? Oh well. There it is. Pull that piece of plastic off. And try your best to get that bolt out of there. So you can spin your top piece off. And it'll come right out when you get this all situated. Let me work on that for a second. Or try to work on that, I should say. What do I want to use? Let's use one of these. See if this flathead will do it. Let's try the old two-hander Rooski. See what happens. Hey, looky there. We might have got lucky, y'all. Luck. That's hilarious. Take that out. Take that off. Take this piece off, which should be brass. Come on, get off of there. Nice and gunky in there. Yep, we was drinking out of that, just letting you know. Not here at the house, but that's what the inside of your sink looks like. I'm not trying to break your heart or nothing. Yeah. Brass all day long, y'all. Yep, there's yellow there. So that goes in the brass bucket. What do we want to do about this right here? Should be able just to whack it off. Oh, it came off. Let me test this piece right here. That's a piece of die cast, zinc, whatever you want to call it. Everybody calls something different, and then they want to make a comment to you. That's not this. This isn't this. I'm gonna tell you, the scrapyard's gonna give you what they say it is. They ain't gonna give you no different. I promise. Let's cut our piece of copper off. Why not? Get those while we're at it, right? There's that one. The old number 2 bucket. Yeah. And that's all brass right there, y'all. It's a heavy piece of brass too. Yep. It ain't super heavy, but it's heavy enough to start weighing up. Alright, what's next? Next, I think we'll cut this pipe. We're going to cut this piece of pipe mixing number 1, number 2 out of it. Then I'm going to cut this length of this guy here. I'm going to cut it right here a couple times like that. Everybody's going to say, why are you doing that? Because I put my stuff in a bucket. That way when I get there, it's ready to roll. Weigh me and pay me. Let me get and get. You know what I'm saying? I'll go ahead and cut this piece off too. And then I'll skip forward to the tearing the motors apart, because I'm sure you don't want to sit here and watch me pull these pieces of plastics off. We'll weigh up at the end, just like we always do, y'all. Weigh up, see what we actually... Yep. First thing on my head is somebody could have used that. Used plumbing. Ain't happening. Make some copper nunchucks out of that right there. Cool. I need another blade. I run through a lot of blades now. There it is. Copper goodness. Yeah, number 1, baby. I'm gonna fill that bucket up before we even do anything with it. Right, let's get this pulley off of here. Nice. It's going for 11 cents a pound or something like that now. Sweet. Looking ask for anything better, I guess. Let me go get my drill. Pause you momentarily, get my drill, and we'll take this thing apart. Get it ready to cut and get that one ready to cut and go get some blades.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. Stand up and mind. You better believe it, 'cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Don't push me on the edge, boy. 'Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. 'Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. I'm giving you a chance, you see boy. The devil in a glance, boy. The devil in a glance, boy. I can knock you out your pants, boy. Knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in.
Well, apparently I didn't have you guys on when I cut that. I thought I did. So we'll get one more done here. My bad. I'll pay attention this time. Hope you can see that. That looks good. Back you up a little bit. We're gonna finish this one up. We're gonna clean up tomorrow. Still gotta pull all that copper out. Got a bucket there, about 5 or 6 pounds. That's number 1. That's some number 2. Got some junk metal. We got almost a half bucket of brass. Gotta go watch Scrap and Iron, so got things to do. And then we got the kids. Till the next one, y'all.